Let's extract the data from emp fixed width file. Okay, so there is a file called emp underscore fixed, and let me show you the source file first. So this is a fixed width file. Okay, so I will show you how it would be. Then we are going to load this data into some SQL Server table. So if I open client source, not here. Yes, here see emp underscore fixed. It is a flat file. Okay, it is a .txt file. If you open this file, see data will be in a fixed width. That means each and every row will have a same length, same width. Okay, see here some data is missing, but still both are having same width. That is the reason why we call it as a fixed width. Okay, here if you observe one more thing, we do not have any headers. Okay, so we do not have any headers. So first of all, we need to understand what is the data available in this particular file. Okay, so direct data is available in your source file, but you don't know what type of data it is, because it is clubbing each and everything. So first of all, let us understand what data it is and what is the metadata of this file. Then we are going to load that data into some SQL Server table. Okay, so we will create a destination table. Then we are going to load this data into SQL Server table. Okay, so let me copy first row and let me paste it in a some notepad, because first of all we need to understand it, right? So so this is the line. This information will be provided by your client, so he will give you some sort of sample file. Hey, this is your source file, so this type of columns are available in your source file. Then only you will be able to understand. Otherwise we don't know, because they know what is their business. So we need to understand their business, then only we will be able to load the data into our SQL Server destination table. Correct? So if you see the first three characters, this is nothing but employee number. Okay, so this is one employee number. Next, triple A. This triple A is nothing but employee name, e-name. Next, 1000. This 1000 is nothing but basic salary. Okay, so I will say B-sal. B-sal means basic salary. And 100. This 100 is nothing but commission. Okay, simply we will say com. So this is commission amount. Next, next column is D10. So this D10 is nothing but DEPT number. Then M stands for gender, whether male or female. Next, 2000-10-20. This is in a date format. Okay, so this is date of joining. And finally we have one number. This number is nothing but a date. First four characters are year, and next two characters are month, and last two characters are day. Ultimately it is a date of birth. This is also date, but it is in a number format. It is not in a proper date format. Okay, so this is what your data. So you need to understand these columns first. Okay, so like that you have 7 columns in your source table. If you go to the rest of the columns, also same data. Clear? Now we understood the data. Let me close this. Before proceeding with the ETL process, your client is going to give you some more instructions. Okay, he has some special requirement. So what are those requirements? First one is he would like to create a new column called total salary. So do we have total salary column in the source table? No, we have basic salary and we have commission, but he require total salary column. This is a new column. So on the fly, whenever you are going to load the data into the destination table, then only you have to create this total salary column. Okay. So this is a derived column or new column. So he is going to provide you the formula also. So first requirement is what? You need to create a total salary. The formula for creating the total salary is basic salary plus commission. Simple. He will give you a formula. So we have both basic salary and commission. We are going to sum up both of them on the fly. At the time of loading the data into destination table, we will sum up both of them and we will create a new column called total salary. So this is what our requirement. And second requirement is what? Department number. For department number, if you observe the data, see D10. It says D10. If you see the original file, it is like D10, D11, D10, D11, D12, D13. Okay, that means each and every department number will be having a prefix called D alphabet. So he would like to remove that alphabet. Remove D alphabet from department number and convert the DEPT number into integer. That means you want to convert it into integer number value. So how you are going to convert the number value? If you convert this entire D10, then what will happen? It cannot be converted into the number because alphabet is there. Alphabet cannot be converted into number. That's the reason why you need to remove the D keyword and you need to convert rest of the integer value into number value. Okay. So 10 can be converted into integer. That is the reason why we need to remove D keyword. So that is second requirement. And third requirement, if you see the data M, if you see the original file, see M, F, that is nothing but gender. M stands for male, F stands for female. So your client is asking you if M value is there in the gender column, it should be male. Okay. If F value should be, if F is there, it should be female. That means he requires a full description of the gender. Clear? So he requires full description of the gender column. Simple. So that is also fine. Next, fourth requirement. DOJ, date of joining, is this column, right? So it is in a date format. You can use the data conversion transformation and you can convert this into data DTDB data timestamp. Fine. We can convert this into date time column. But how about the DOB, date of birth? So date of birth is in a number format. It is not in a proper date format. So you should convert this DOB into date format. Okay. So this is the requirement. Convert DOB into date time format. Okay. So how you are going to convert this? First, you need to capture first four letters. Okay. First four characters. Then concatenate with hyphen. Concatenating means you are adding with, you are combining the text 1890 with hyphen. Then next two characters, month information. Again concatenate with hyphen. Then next two characters, day information. Simple. Now it will be in a date format. Now you can convert this into date time. Okay. So this is what the requirement. Uh, Everyone clear with the requirement? You understood, right? Okay, fine. So let's go ahead and implement the same thing in the SSIS. So before doing that, let me create a destination table first. So I'm connecting to the class 23 database, and let me create table emp underscore fixed. This is our destination table. Okay. So what I'm going to do, let me copy all these column names because we need to create all these columns, right? Let me paste it here. So this is my first column. Then I will provide a data type here. Integer ename. Employee name is a character data. That's why I will take varchar 20. Put the comma. Basic salary integer I will keep, and commission integer I will keep, comma, and department number integer, gender varchar 6, next doj date time, dob date time, and we need to observe the requirements also. Total salary, see, total salary should be a new column. It is not available in your source table, but it should be available in your destination table. Okay, so after commission we need to create a total salary column. So let me copy it. See, after commission I put the total salary. See, it is having space, that's why I will keep it in a square brackets. Then data type integer, put the comma. Now this is fine. And if you see the next requirement, see, we need to convert the department number into integer, right? So that's why I kept integer in, sorry, department number in integer data type. Clear? So let me execute this. Check the table. Execute it. See, table is there. Fine. Now let's go back to the SSIS package. Let's create the new SSIS package. Okay, so let's drag the data flow task, double click, go to sorry, flat file. So let's take the flat file source because our data is stored in the empfx flat file, right? So right click, edit, click on new. Let me copy the path, click on browse, click on open. Now let us select the emp fixed, click on open. Now here it is not a delimited file, okay, it is a fixed width file. So let us select the fixed width file, and column names in the first data row. Here we do not have any column names, okay, directly data is available from the first row itself. So let us remove this. Now let's go to columns. Now make it maximize. See, here you do not have any column delimiters, that's why it is keeping the entire data in a single column. See, now you have to click on that red bar and hold it and drag it till you will get the entire data in a proper position. See, I'm dragging till I will get all these black color dots in a single line like this. Okay, see, all are in the same position. Now this is your original file. Okay, what you need to do, you have already know what is 101, what is AAA. Okay, so 101 is what? Employee number. So we are going to separate the each and every column. by click just by just clicking on the uh, by just clicking in between the two columns. Okay, so here 101 is there, so let me give a click here. The moment I click here, separator will be inserted there. Okay, so 101, it is a employee number. Triple A, it is a employee name. Then 1000, this is basic salary. So if you observe this one, as per this, I'm just separating them. Okay, so commission and D10, D11, D10. So this is department number, and MF, this is gender. 2000-10-20, this is date of birth. Okay, sorry, date of joining. And finally, you have date of birth, 1980-10-20. Okay, so we separated the columns. How many columns are there? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay, 9 columns are there. But this is a this column is not required. This is a empty data. Okay, not required anyway. So let's go to the advanced tab. So here, see how many columns are there? From 0 to 9, that is 0 to 8, that is 9 columns. So this column 8 is having no data. Okay, it is a empty data. We can remove it, no problem. So let's click on 0. First column, provide the name. First column is what? Employee number, right? So we need to provide a name. Click on column 1. So this is employee number, employee name, then basic salary. Now commission. Copy it and paste it here. See, if you observe each and every column that is coming from the text file, that's why data type is what? String DTSTR. Directly you can change the data type here itself without taking the help of data conversion transformation. But I don't want to do it here. So in next examples, we will do like that. We have that facility. Using the advanced tab, we will be able to change the data types without using the data conversion transformation if you extract the data from the flat file. Okay, but as of now we do not do like that. Let me just provide the names, that's it.
I mean, which method is generally used in companies? Changing the data type conversion here itself, or using data conversion?
It is always advisable that if your source is a flat file source, at the time of extracting the data using the source adapter, use the advanced tab to convert the data types. Because the advantage is like whenever you have less transformations in your SSIS packages, okay, then the data will not be creating, the SSIS data pipelines will not be creating more buffers. So if you keep one unnecessary transformation in between the source adapter and destination adapter, so unnecessarily it is going to create it is going to use some memory. Okay, so it will create input buffer and it will take the data, it will process the data inside the buffer, and again it will create output buffer to send the data to the next component. So this process will be terminated. That is the reason why performance will be increased. Okay, so almost most of the time we will try to avoid the transformations as much as we can. If we will be able to do it at the time of taking the data into the source adapter, then it would be always good. If it is really required, then we will keep it. Okay?
Okay.
Right. So let's go to the column 5. This is gender. Then DOJ. Then DOB. Last column is not really required. So let's click on preview. Not here. So let's click on OK. So here we can see the preview. See, we have all the data. It is in a proper format. Fine. but column 8 is not having any data. Okay, so what I'm going to do, I will go to the columns and I will uncheck the column 8. So because this is not really required, this is empty data. So let's click on OK. Fine. So now what I want to do, I want to convert the data types first. Okay, after data conversion is done, then I will be moving to the special requirements. Okay, so we are going to use data conversion transformation first. So let's select it. Just give me a second. I will be back. Just give me a second. Okay, right. So let me right click on data conversion, click on edit. So here I want to convert the data types which are for the columns which are not having any special requirement. Okay, so here we have a special requirement for total salary. Anyway, this column is not available. So remove D keyword from the department number. So department number, I do not touch this. And gender also we have special requirement. I do not touch this. And DOB also we do not convert this here. Okay, so department number, DOB column, and gender. These three columns. Leave these three columns, and the rest of them should be converted. So let's select EMP number. So EMP number, as per the destination table, EMP number should be in a integer format. So let me connect 4 bytes and integer DTI4. And second column is what? Employee name. Employee name is varchar 20, right? So string DTSTR. So let's change the length to 20. And let's click on BSAL, basic salary, and it should be in a integer. So 4 bytes and integer DTI4. And let's select commission. So commission also integer, 4 bytes and integer DTI4. And total salary. See, total salary is a derived column, so we need to use some other transformation to create this. So we will come to this afterwards. So let's click on department number. So department number, yes, we have special requirement. For department number, gender, we have special requirement. So let's leave them now. So we will come to the date of joining. Okay, so department number, leave it, gender, leave it, and DOB, leave it. So only DOJ. So DOJ is date of joining. We should convert it into date time. So database DB date, DB time, DB time, and yeah, database timestamp, DB timestamp. Simple. So let's click on OK. Now we are going to use the new transformation called derived column. Okay, so why we are going to use the derived column transformation? So derived column transformation is used to create a derived columns on the fly or new columns on the fly, calculated columns, but also we can use the same transformation to convert the data types. So using not only data conversion transformation, but also we can use the derived column transformation to create the data conversions. Okay, we can convert the data types using derived column also. How we are going to do that? I'll show you. Okay, so let's click on derived columns and go to the first requirement. So first requirement is what? Total salary. We need to create this column. So let me expand the columns here. So here what I want to sum both of the basic salary plus commission, summation. Now I should not use basic salary and commission. These two are original columns. These two are in text format. If I if I try to sum up both the text columns, then what will happen? It will concatenate the text. It will not add the value. Okay. What I should do? I have to convert these two columns into number format. Then I have to use the plus symbol. Then what it will do? It is going to sum up both the values. See, copy of basic salary, copy of commission. We need to use these two columns. Okay, not these two columns. So let me drag the copy of basic salary. Then use the plus symbol in order to sum the data. And copy of commission. Okay, see, these two are in a red color. The moment I come out of it, the moment I come out of expression box, it is turned into black color. That means whenever it is in a black color, it is in a proper position. That means syntactical errors are not there. You can understand that syntactical errors are not there in the expression. When you come out of it, if it is still in a black color, then it would be fine. Okay, if unnecessarily if you keep any value, something one I pressed here, see, it is turned into red color. That means there is some syntactical error is there. Okay, so let me remove that. Now you have to observe one more thing. If you see the data type, what it is showing. So data type, it is showing 4-byte signed integer DTI4. Already you have converted the basic salary into 4-byte signed integer DTI4 using the data conversion transformation, right? And you have already converted the commission also into 4-byte signed integer DTI4. So when you sum both of them, automatically it will take the 4-byte signed integer DTI4 only, data type. Okay. So ultimately your total salary column should be in what? As per the destination table, it should be in a integer only. So that is DTI4. So no need to convert this expression again into DTI4 because already it is in a DTI4. Okay. So simply provide some name to this column. That name would be total salary. Simple. Okay. Now, so let's come to the second requirement. Second requirement is what? Remove D keyword from department number column and convert the department number into integer. So let's go to the department number column. See, here we do not have copy of department number because we left that column, right? We have special requirement for that. So let's drag the original column department number. Now what I want to remove D keyword. So if you observe the original data, each and every department is having prefix called D. Okay. So now what I will do, I will use some string function to extract the two characters from the right hand side. Then what it will do? It is going to take the number value. If I extract two characters from right side, I will get number value 10, 11, 12, 13, something like that. Okay. So what are those functions and how we are going to use that? If you observe the top corner of right side, lot of functions are there, right? If you expand the string functions, go to the right function is there. See, so right function is used to extract the data specified characters from right side. So let me drag this uh, function here. See, what is the syntax? Character expression comma number. So what is character expression? Character expression is nothing but from which column you want to extract the data. From department column we need to extract the data. So let me cut it and paste it here. Okay, paste it here. So write off, that means write, open the bracket, department number comma, how many characters you want to extract? Only 2 characters. That's it. See, now it is turned into black color. So no syntactical errors here. But what is the data type here? The data type is Unicode string DTWSTR and length is 2. Okay, so it is converting that value after extracting the number value. It is turned into Unicode string DTWSTR, but not in the integer. But here in your destination table it is integer. So how you are going to convert the existing data type? Okay, so we have some functions like typecasts. If you expand that using this typecast, see DTI4 is there. So using this typecast, we are going to convert the data types. So let me keep the DTI4 in front. Before doing that, let me keep the entire expression in a single brackets. Open the bracket, then close the bracket. So beginning of the expression, I opened one bracket. End of the expression, I closed the bracket. This is really good practice. Okay. Now we will consider the entire thing as a single expression because that entire expression is in between brackets. Now what I will do, I will go to the beginning of the expression, then I will keep DTI4 in front of the expression. The moment I come out of this expression box, this data type is really changing into DTI4. See, the moment I come out of it, it is changed into DTI4 because we have converted the entire expression into DTI4. That means that is integer. This is what is required, right? So department number integer, right? So now let me provide some name to this. Already department number column is there. So what I will do, I will provide department number 2. This is your second requirement. Okay, so using the data conversion, using derived column transformation, we will be able to convert the data types also using this typecasts. Okay, this is really important because these are all SSIS expressions. Okay, now let's come back to the third requirement. So third requirement is what? Gender is having only single character MF. That's it. So if it is M, it should be male. If it is F, it should be female. So how do we get this? Let us use the case statement. So if you use a case statement, how do you write the statement in SQL? Using case gender when M, in SQL Server we use the single quotes, right? So when M, then male. Okay, when F, then female, right? Then you will end the case statement. So this is how you are writing the case statement in SQL Server, isn't it? In SQL Server statement. Okay, but what if you want to write this type of statement using SSIS expressions? In SSIS expressions, it is different. This if condition. So if else, this type of statement will be different. So how we are going to write that? So let's drag the gender here. See here for gender also we haven't converted any column. So let me drag the gender here. Gender double is equal to is a evaluation operator. Okay, whenever you use two equal operators, that means that is a evaluation operator. It is going to compare the value of gender column with what? Double quotes. Open the double quotes, then keep the M, then close the double quotes. That means it is trying to compare the value of gender column with M. So M is in between double quotes. Okay, use the double quotes in SSIS expressions. Okay, now so it is comparing with the M value. If it matches, question mark, use question mark. This is for then. Okay, so if gender is equal to M, then what value should be written? It should be male. Use the double quotes again. Okay, so if it matches with M, then it should be male. So question mark stands for then. Else what? Else is nothing but colon symbol. Okay, we have two dots, colon symbol. So this is else. Else, open the double quotes, type the female, then close the double quotes. So this is a if condition. See, it is not having any errors. No syntactical errors are there. Okay, so gender is equal to M, then male, else female. So this is if else statement, but it is in a Unicode DTWSTR and length is 6. Okay, because maximum portion is what? Female. So it will take the maximum portion, female. So female length is what? 6. Length is fine, but data type is different. Unicode string DTWSTR is there. But for us, it should be in a varchar, right? So if you go to the gender, it should be in a varchar 6 format. So varchar is nothing but what? String DTSTR. So I want to convert this entire expression into string DTSTR. So what I will do? I will go to the beginning of the expression. Use home button. Open the bracket. Go to the end of the expression. Close the bracket. Now it will be treated as a single expression. Now go to the beginning of the expression. Then use the DTSTR length code page. See, drag this. So here DTSTR, after that comma, then length. Length is what? So how many? The length of the expression. So 6 you want to keep, right? So 6. That means here varchar 6 you want to change, right? So this varchar 6. So I'm taking that 6 as a length. And what is the code page? Code page is a ANSI code page number. This is always same 1252. You need to remember that. So only for string DTSTR only we have code page. For rest of the data types we do not have any code page here. Okay. So no need to worry about that. So whenever you want to convert the data type into string DTSTR, always you need to provide the ANSI code page number 1252. Simple. So DTSTR 61252. Now if you come out of the expression box, it is turned into string DTSTR, length is 6. Clear? Now let's go back to the column. So rename it to gender 2 because gender is already there. So let me keep the gender 2. Now fourth requirement, convert date of birth into date time. So your date of birth is in a number format and you have to convert this into date format like this. Okay, so first what we need to do, it is in a text format. So I will capture the first 4 characters 1980. This is year information. Then I will concatenate this year information with a special character called hyphen. After that, again I will capture from the 5th position. I will capture, see, this is 5th position only, right? 1 2 3 4. Done. Next, from 5th position I will capture 2 characters and I will concatenate with the rest of the string. Then again I will concatenate with hyphen. Then from 7th position I will capture 2 characters and I will concatenate with the entire expression so that I will get the whole date time format. Ultimately then I will convert this into DTDB timestamp. Clear? So whenever you want to capture a specific portion of text, then we should use the string function. Okay, so if you go back to the derived column transformation, let's go to the string functions, expand it. See, here we have a string function called substring. So using substring you can capture the portion of the text from the expression. Okay, so Let's drag the substring function here. Now, what is the syntax? Character expression. From which column you want to extract the data? So I want to extract the data from DOB. Okay, so this is my column name. So you can type it, no problem. So let me replace this character expression with DOB. Okay, DOB, comma, starting position and length. Starting position means what? From which position you want to start it. From first position I want to start. Then how many characters you want to extract? 4 characters. So starting position should be 1 and the length should be what? 4. Now you will be able to get the year information. See, it is in a Unicode string DTWSTR, okay, but let it be, no problem. But now, as of now, what we are getting? First 4 characters of the DOB. So this is nothing but year information. Now what I want to do, I want to concatenate this with the hyphen. Okay, use the plus symbol. Plus symbol can be used to summation, can be used to concatenate two text strings. Okay, string values, character data. So if you want to combine 2 text values like A, B, then you can use the plus symbol for concatenation purpose. Okay, we call it as concatenation. Now plus, open the double quotes, keep the hyphen, then close the double quotes. Now it will be, both will be concatenated. See, still you do not have any error. Okay, now what we need to do? From 5th position I want to get these 2 characters, that is month information. So what I will do, I will use the again plus symbol. Okay, we need to concatenate this entire portion with the month information, right? So let me use the plus symbol, again drag the substring, replace the character expression with the DOB. Start position is what? This time we are going to use 5 and length is what? 2. Okay, now come out of the expression box. See, still it is good. Now what we need to do, we need to concatenate one more hyphen, plus, open the double quote, put the hyphen, close the double quote. See, still it is good. Ultimately we need to capture this day information also. Again what I need to do, I need to go to the plus symbol, use the plus symbol, then drag the substring here, then replace character expression with DOB, and start column is what? Start position is 7th position because it is 7th position, right here. So 7, from 7th position to 2 characters, length is 2 characters. Simple. See, ultimately you are getting the expression, but still it is in which format? Unicode string DTWSTR format. Okay, Unicode string DTWSTR format. Now I want to convert this entire data type into what? A DateTime format. See, it is in a DateTime format, DOB. So what we are going to do, go to the beginning of the expression, open the bracket, and go to the end of the expression, close the bracket. Now it will be in a single expression. Okay, so go to the beginning of the expression again, then go to the typecasts here. In typecast we have DTDB timestamp, so drag it to the beginning of the expression. The moment you come out of the expression box, it will be converted into database timestamp. See, so we converted the date time also, converted it into date time. Now let's name it as DOB2. So our 4 requirements are done. Okay, using derived column transformation. So these expressions are important actually in this class. So these expressions are important. So how to convert the existing data types using data conversion, and how we are going to extract some portion of text, and how we are going to write if else conditions, if then conditions. So we covered all types of expressions. Now in anywhere in SSIS expression, in SSIS, and if you want to write any expression, so you are going to use the same functions. Okay, now let's click on OK. Go back to the OLEDB destination, drag the OLEDB destination, connect to this, double click on it, select new, class 23 is our database, click on OK, select table or view fast load, select your destination table. Your destination table is what? EMP fixed. So go to the mappings. So in mappings you need to be very careful, because some columns are having data conversion, some columns are having derived column transformation. That means we have created some new columns using derived column transformation, and we have converted the existing columns using data conversion transformation. So first column is what? Input EMP number. For EMP number we have converted column. That's why the name is something like copy of EMP number. So let's select that. For second column, copy of ename. That means it is also converted column. Map it. For basic salary also copy of BSAL. Copy of commission. For total salary, it is created using the derived column transformation. But your destination table also having the same name, total salary. Your derived column also having the same name called total salary. That's why both are automatically get mapped. Okay, so no worries at all. For department number, we have special requirement, right? So we created this department number column. We recreated the department number column using the derived column transformation. So that is the reason why we named it as department number 2. Select that. For gender 2 is the column. Okay. For DOJ, we have converted columns. That's why copy of DOJ is available. Select that. For DOB2 is the derived column. So using derived column transformation, we created it. So let's select according to them. Now it is done. Click on OK. Okay. Save it. And let me rename the package to EMP fixed. No, not like that. Let me keep fixed with file. Okay. Fixed with file. Save it. I can execute the package like this also. Right click on it, then execute package. See, 7 rows extracted from the flat file, and we converted the data types. Using derived column, we created some columns. Then again, finally, we loaded the data into destination table. Okay, so let's click on debugging mode, and let's go back to the SQL Server table. Execute it. Okay, so we got the data for total salary. For total salary, see, it is 1000 plus 100, 1100, 2000 plus 200, 2200, 4000 plus 300, 4300, something like that. So this is your total salary column, summation of both basic salary and commission. Okay, and department number, we have removed the D keyword and we converted that into integer format, 10, 11, 10, 11, 12, 13, 13. And for gender, see, whenever we have M, it is male. Whenever we have F, it should be female. We got the full description of the gender. For date of birth, we converted it, right, from number format to the date of birth date time format, 1980, 10, 20, something like that. So this is what the where to extract the data from fixed with file to the destination table, SQL Server table, by using the SSIS expressions and all. Clear? Any doubts? Okay, right, fine. So let's see one more uh, transformation with so yeah, we will say the aggregate transformation. Okay, so here let me give you some sort of idea on this. So if I drag the data flow task, see here we have a transformation called aggregate. Okay, so why we are going to use the aggregate transformation, and what is the use of it? Right, so let's go back to the SQL Server Management Studio. So here we have EMP fixed table, right? So what I want to do, I want to get the department number wise total salary information. Okay, so generally in SQL Server, how you are going to write that? Select sum of total salary okay. Prior to that, you can keep the department number, because I want to show it as a department number wise total salary, right? As from EMP underscore fixed group by DPT number. That's it. So execute it. Oh, sorry. What did I mistake? Department's total salary. It is having spaces. So let's keep it in a fine. See, department number 10 is having total salary of 5,400, and 11 5,600, 5,500 for 12, and 13 is 14,000. So it would be like this. So we are getting the department number wise total salary information. We are using group by clause. So for the department number column, so that you will get the values department number wise, and you are applying the aggregation function, aggregating function on total salary column. Okay, so aggregate function is nothing but sum. You will be able to use sum, max, min, count, average. So these are all aggregate functions. Okay, now what I want to do, I want to implement the same thing from SSIS point of view. Okay, so let me create a destination table with the two columns called department number and salary. So create table EMP ag, this is the table name, and DEPT number integer comma salary integer. Let's create it. Select star from EMP ag. So table is created. Let us use this statement as a source statement. Okay, so select star from EMP fixed. So let's go to the package. In data flow task, let me take the OLEDB source, because I want to retrieve the data from the database table called EMP fixed. Click on new, select class 23, click on OK, then take the SQL command. So here let me paste that. Select star from EMP fixed. So I told you in yesterday's class, always whatever columns really required for you, only use those columns rather than using the star symbol. Okay, so here we want to use total salary column and department number. Rest of the columns are really not required from the EMP fixed. Okay, so what I want to do, I will get DEPT number comma, use the square brackets, total salary. Check the preview. See, only 2 columns are retrieved. Close it. Click on OK. Now what I can do, I will go ahead and take the aggregate transformation. It is going to use the group by and aggregate functions. See, double click on it. Now select the department number, select the total salary. So which operation you want to perform on department number? In SQL statement, I performed group by clause on, I applied group by clause on department number column. So let me select group by here. And I applied aggregate function called sum on total salary column. So let us apply sum function here. Simple. Okay, let's click on OK. Now go to the OLEDB destination, connect it. Now select the table called EMP-AG. So mappings, come to the mapping, and here we have department number to the department number and total salary to the total salary. So click on OK. So let me rename it. So simply aggregate. Save it. Now execute it. See, 7 rows are extracted from the source table. After applying the aggregate transformation, it is turned into 4 rows only. Okay, now 4 rows got inserted into the destination table. So let's go back to the table here, EMP-AG, execute it. See, we got the same result. For department number 10, 5,400, 5,600, 5,500 and 14,000. So this is how we are going to use the aggregate transformation in order to group the data. Clear? Any doubts? Okay, right. So we are going to do rest of the transformations in next class. And I would like to let you know that tomorrow I'm going to my hometown. So I will be in a traveling tomorrow morning. So I will not be able to take the class tomorrow. So day after tomorrow, I will take the class. That means on Saturday I will take the class. Okay, tomorrow is Friday, right? So on Saturday morning I will take the class. Is it fine?
Yes.
Okay.
One more thing. I need recordings to work on it. I mean, I'm not taking any notes, so.
Right. So